Super Talk 99.7 WTN, just after 5 o'clock, 5:08 to be precise. Jason Weekly of the Davidson County GOP coming up in just a moment. Your telephone calls as well on the issue in Memphis, amongst other things. I am so behind. It's one of those days where we have so much to talk about, so much to say. I feel constantly just a little bit behind. Ken Weaver's back in News Closet B. He gathers headlines for a living. He delivers them twice an hour when it breaks. We appreciate him. Jackson Williams is behind the glass, making sure that everything that comes out of our speaker sounds as good as humanly possible. Also, donning the University of Georgia Bulldog hat when I demand it. Why was there earlier today a turkey hat on top of the Georgia hat? Are you attempting a loophole within the system? Is that what?
Yes, I think it looks better this way.
Why don't you pop on Super Talk Television so that folks can see this ridiculous display? So, Ken, yes, you remember Jackson and I had a friendly wager. Yeah. And it was just, look, loser has to wear the hat of the winning team. And would you say that Jackson is fulfilling the wager, Ken Weaver? What would you think? I mean, I guess technically,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Weaver's my lawyer.
I feel as if you perhaps are violating the spirit of the compact.
We'll ask Fry J.
Yeah, we got to ask Fry J on Friday.
We'll ask Fry J St. Clair, whether or not I can sue you. And
well,
he'll
you
tell
can
me that,
sue me
yes,
if you got $140 in a crayon.
True that. But you've got your turkey hat on. Thank you, Mr. Bill from Hendersonville, as well as your non-turkey hat. That would be the beloved, University of Georgia Bulldog lid that I lent you. I mean, you can have it. Honestly.
I'm good.
You don't want it?
It doesn't fit. It hurts wearing it for a few minutes.
I mean, not just the color, but
yeah, it burns my skin.
Hey, I made it into a Tim Burchett promo reel. Did y'all see that on social media?
Really?
On the X machine? Yeah.
All right.
If y'all follow Burchett, go over to Tim Burchett's X machine page. He put up a promo reel. He was walking around with Senator Marsha Blackburn during the pregame, and I got to see those two. And I got to say hello to Tim. I'd never actually met Tim. I talked to him so many times on radio, but I've never spoken with him in person. Got a chance to shake his hand, hug his neck. Said hello to Marsha, and she and I talked for a hot minute. They were making the rounds at the tailgates, and got a chance to see him and looked good.
All right.
Asked him if he was going to be the next senator from the state of Tennessee if Marsha won the gubernatorial election. He said, I don't know, buddy. We'll see, buddy. That's what he told me. We'll see, buddy.
So how's he doing since getting kicked by that horse?
He looks good. He said he feels all right. He looks good. And I asked him how his car was running. He said it was doing all right. So things going well. Yeah, I'm there in the Georgia Red getting a hug from Tim Burchett at the tailgate. Isn't that nice? All right, so Kevin and Carol and Mark and Bobby and Andy will get to you. Obviously, lots to discuss, political and otherwise. We'll continue to talk about the fallout of the assassination of the great Charlie Kirk. Firings happening all across the state of Tennessee, all across the United States of America. A misguided belief that the First Amendment somehow protects you from these firings. It does not. And I guess that's the definition of FAFO. To speak on these and other matters, we welcome back to the show Jason Weekly. He is the head of the GOP Nashville organization that we call the Davidson County GOP, and he joins us on the Murphy Show hotline. Hey, Jason, how are you?
Hey, Matt, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good. Everything going well with y'all?
Yeah, it's going okay. We're busy planning other events, but of course, the Charlie Kirk assassination has gotten a lot of people down over the last few days. So we're trying to push through and work hard to do what needs to be done here in Davidson County for a Republican Party. So we're holding up.
You have made an effort. You are relatively young in your role. And I don't say that to, label you in any fashion, but I think it's fair that you're probably one of the younger members of the GOP in Davidson County, and you are the head of the Davidson County GOP. And I know that you've encouraged younger people to be a part of it. And so I think you're probably positioned well to speak to what Charlie meant to the younger generation of voters who were probably told that, young people aren't conservative until Charlie came around and disabused them of that notion,
Yeah, I mean, it's rough because you're right, because he's been such an inspiration to people, mostly younger than me. Of course, I've been following and being inspired by his messaging as well. I mean, he's very apologetic guy, and I use that the Christian terminology there, apologetics. He's defender of his beliefs, defender of his faith. He tied all of that together into his personal beliefs, and I identify with those. I put out a press release on Thursday. It was more of a personal statement. Usually, as press releases go, they're usually the statement of the organization. I wrote mine to be a little bit more first-person voice and personal. But I identify with him in so many ways, and I think a lot of younger people, much younger, in the 35 and under category, the next generation behind me, because I'm kind of like the first of the millennials, and the millennials are already, moved onward onto Xennials. So I'm working really closely with the young Republicans, and have since I came into my position. I'm trying to help build up our Republican organizations here in Davidson County. So the Young Republicans of Nashville and the Republican Women of Nashville. But the Young Republican group is hit really hard by this. They actually did have a vigil. I heard you before the news break. There was a vigil Thursday night. It was very impromptu. I mean,
Good.
Of course, no time to promote it or advertise it, but I think about 150 people showed up. It was very
Good.
wildfire, word of mouth, and it was really good. I did get to go. I got the last hour of it, and met Paul Nix, who's the statewide director for Blexit, which is one of those chapter organizations and Turning Point, Black Exit for Blexit. And I mean, he's worked with Charlie for years, and I mean, it was really rough. Lots of hugs going around. So.
Well, I mean, obviously, we're thinking a lot about Charlie and his the continued fallout from his assassination, and obviously the impact that he's had not just on young conservatives, but the United States and truly the world. I expect that will be on the minds of some of the candidates and perhaps on the lips of some of the candidates as you welcome them to the cabaret. You've got a District 7 special election candidate forum coming up, and I wanted to tell everybody about it. We had I was a part of a debate happening there with the top 4 candidates, but this is opening it up to all of the candidates of the 7th Congressional District. Just kind of walk us through what we can expect this Friday.
Yeah, so we're doing a candidate forum where it's a fun evening of dinner and conversation with the candidates. It's going to be at Ray's Cabaret. We're going to have a cocktail hour from 5 to 6 p.m. so you can meet and talk to the candidates. We are going to have 9 of the 11 Republican candidates who are running for this position have confirmed to be there. And you can meet them in that hour beforehand during the cocktail hour. And then around 6 o'clock, we'll start seating people and serving the dinner meals. We do have ticket options that don't include a meal, but this will be a fun evening of getting to meet other Republicans, getting to hear from the candidates. We'll probably have everything wrapped up around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Steve Gill is going to be our maitre d', our MC, to run the show for the evening, and just give people a chance to tell us who they are and why they're running for office.
It's a good thing. And what, the 7th District, it's now, tell me what percentage Davidson County is in the 7th District. I don't know if you have that at your fingertips, but it's not insubstantial.
It's not insubstantial. It's not quite as big as some of the other population centers. Like Clarksville is much bigger. I think Franklin is technically bigger than the part of Davidson, because we've got, if you're looking at Davidson County as a face clock, you kind of have everything from about, let's say about 8:30 or so, all the way up to about 1 o'clock. on the face clock. So you got, all of Jolton. You've got everything in Bellevue that's north of Highway 40. And then somewhere around Old Hickory is the borderline going that way. And it goes into, parts of Midtown area. I think a neighborhood of downtown is in it as well. I believe Germantown is. I don't have the map in front of me, but there's a good population chunk of Davidson County in the district. But, of course, we have 3 congressional districts in Davidson, so we're kind of chopped up into 3 big pieces.
Once again, it's Friday night. Doors open at 5 o'clock for a cocktail reception. Do folks need tickets? And if so, how do they get them?
If they will go to gopnashville.org, we have a link in our header, and there's also a link on we have a big promotional link for the special primary election. If you click on the primary election page, there's a link to buy the tickets from there, or just, right in the header, there's a link for District 7 candidate dinner, and you can get tickets. It'll take you to Ray's Cabaret website where you can buy the tickets. You could just go straight to Ray's Cabaret, but we're linking you directly to the event page from our website.
Absolutely love it. Jason, thank you so much. Anything else we need to know about the night or GOP politics in Davidson County?
I do want to just give a quick shout out. There is another vigil that's happening. It's being organized again by the Young Republicans. If you'll go to their Instagram account, Nashville Young Republicans, they're asking people to send a direct message to get the address information. They're trying not to overwhelm the venue, but also, keep people safe and protected. But they are having another vigil. They were planning on having one last week, but it got pushed out, obviously.
Okay, very good. Jason, always appreciate you. Anything we can do for you guys over in Davidson County and for the GOP, just let us know, brother, and have a great event. Hug Steve Gill's neck for me and tell him I said hey, okay?
Will do. Thank you, right, man. Have a good one.
All right, thank you, brother. I'm going to try to get over there after the show at 7 o'clock. I don't know if I'll be able to make it as of now, but it's a good event, good opportunity to get your mind right about the 7th Congressional District. It's 20 after the hour on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Carol and Mark and Kevin coming up with you. Nincompoops on the way. Plus, we're going to check in with our brother Chris Hand, who's out in Murfreesboro, heading out to the vigil happening out there tonight. That is in the 6 o'clock hour on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Hello, friends. Matt Murphy of the Matt Murphy Radio Show. Nincompoops coming up in about 10 minutes or so. Ken Weaver's newscast before that. Your calls even before that. My name is Matt Murphy, and this is a mid-month and Monday edition of the Matt Murphy Radio Show. I failed to mention it's episode 884. I got all ahead of myself regarding Georgia's victory over the University of Tennessee. We started talking about Jackson wearing his hat and all of that, and I failed to do any of the signposting or any of the beginning stuff, the opening pleasantries. 884 is our day today. It's 241 days of Donald Trump's second term as president of the United States of America. And that hat looks so good on you, Jackson. Thank you for continuing to wear it. You are a man of honor, sir. I don't care what everybody else says about you around here. You're a man of honor.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm going to get to several of you who want to talk about Memphis. Carol is first up this segment. Hey, Carol, how are you?
Hello, Matt. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you.
I'll just give you my perspective as someone who spent the first 50 years of her life in Memphis. And I started out in Midtown, and then things had a problem, so we moved northwest to Frazier, where it was actually one of the first big suburbs of Memphis because that's where International Harvester was and DuPont. It was a very nice place to live. And then I was a teenager at that time before I started driving. I would walk anywhere I wanted to. Never was afraid. Just, walk to church, walk to school, walk to the library, anywhere I wanted to go. And then, things started happening little by little, and we started moving east. Once I got married, we moved east, and then we moved east again, and then we moved east again. And it has really gone down. I mean, the last time I was there for any length of time was in 2019 when my mother passed away. And I drove, to all the old houses that I used to live in, just kind of nostalgically. And the places in Frazier that I would walk when I was a teenager, I won't even drive them now. That bad.
And I don't know. I mean, I understand why the deployment of the National Guard is considered at this stage a necessity on the part of the governor and on the part of the president. But if we don't fix the Shelby County court system, if we don't impress upon the DA over there, and I forget his name, Steve Milroy or whatever his name is, if he does not begin prosecuting some of these crimes to the fullest extent of the law, I don't know that anything's going to get better.
It is not. Prosecution is one thing, but there is something. I mean, when I was younger, before I, chose my career, a friend of mine and I, looked at several different things, and we applied to the police department, when I was younger. And the qualifications were you had to have a certain amount of college education, and you eventually had to finish your degree. You had to finish your bachelor's degree, but you had to have 2 years going in before you could even apply. And certain things that you had to live up to or be a part of and all this stuff. And later on, once I chose my career in healthcare, I got to know a lot of police officers, and all that had been gotten rid of. And the people they were hiring, were gang members, basically. What I was told by the police department. So it started little by little, but yeah, the prosecution part is bad, but the department itself has an array of problems. Well,
let's hope we begin turning that ship around and getting Memphis right, because you're so right, Carol, and I'm glad you called and shared that experience with us. I hear from far too many people that remember how wonderful a community Memphis truly was. And it wasn't that long ago, by the way. I saw a study. It was kind of a documentary program on how Memphis and Nashville took two different paths. That, in 2000, that Memphis had the metro region of Memphis had as big a population as Nashville. And now, obviously, Nashville has well outpaced Memphis in terms of its metro population. And sadly, there's a reason for that. And it's because of city leadership. It is time for the news. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Hi, friends. Matt Murphy. You might not know this, but there's an auto repair company that actually pays its mechanics more than any of the other auto repair shops. And they do it, and they still charge you less than most of the dealers do, or the dealers do, I should say, when it comes to repairing your European automobile. Of course, I'm talking about Eurofix. Why would Eurofix pay more than everybody else? Because they want the best. A decent tech makes somewhere in the neighborhood of $60,000 a year. Good technician that's pretty fast can make about $120,000. A really fast technician can make some good money, up to $180,000 a year. A lot of people look down on mechanics, and they shouldn't. A local owner, I should say, Aaron Stokes, is an ex-mechanic, and mechanics make the world go round. Everything out there has to be worked on, and so they pay their guys the right way. Eurofix also wants their mechanics to be home with their kids on the weekend. That's why they're open Monday through Friday. Aaron Stokes figured it out a long time ago. A happy mechanic makes for a happy shop, and a happy shop makes for a happy customer, and he wants you happy. 3-year, 36,000-mile nationwide warranty on all repairs that they perform at Eurofix. Plus, they have a rental available for your convenience with every appointment. 5 separate locations. Call today at 844-EUROFIX, 844-EUROFIX, or visit myEurofix.com. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. Back to your telephone calls momentarily. We will, Mike Wolf, did y'all see this? Before we get into Nincompoops, Mike Wolf of American Pickers was hospitalized. Did y'all see the story? You see the story there, young Jackson? Do you even know who Mike Wolf is, Jackson Williams?
I know what American Pickers is.
Yeah, American Pickers. He's the tall, lean guy. Frank, sadly, has passed away. And Mike...
the other American Picker died?
Yeah, the shorter guy. Yeah, Frank died.
How long ago?
I don't know, a year or so, maybe. Oh. Yeah, or maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know is the short answer to that question, but I know he passed away. And Mike lives in Columbia, has made a home here in beautiful Tennessee.
Perfect place to antique.
and they closed down Antique Anthropology. What, 3 months ago?
Oh, is that their store?
That was the American Pickers store. That's right.
Where was it?
It was at the where the Marathon automobile manufacturing place was. That old they redid the Marathon. It's right down from us.
Oh,
on the what was that? The west side of the loop. Am I thinking right? Am I thinking right? Yeah, sure. Ken Weaver could help me if he was listening right now.
Brother Weaver, what are you doing back there?
I'm listening. I just don't know anything about
the Marathon. The Marathon Auto Works, the old Marathon building, which I went to years and years ago, long before I lived in Nashville, because I wanted to go see the American Pickers store that's inside of that building. But there are other places, there are other stores inside of that building.
Is it where Marathon Music Works is?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the Music Works is over there. I would assume. It's the old Marathon automobile manufacturing facility.
That's definitely Marathon Music Works.
Yeah, got to be.
Saw Post Malone there back when I was in high school.
That is Marathon Music Works because I saw this will impress you and the youngsters. I saw what was the name of that place? That was that. Now hold on a second.
Hold on a second. Let me get my readers.
I saw. Was it called The Weeknd?
Oh, I saw him. He's good.
No, not The Weeknd. Oh, who did I see?
Oh, Fiddlesticks. Who was that young whippersnapper's name?
It's two guys, and all they do is they play on their laptop computers.
Oh,
yeah, those
one
guys.
Of them
something 21. 21 Pilot.
No, that's not 21 Pilots.
Royal Blood.
Oh, it was
Blue Man Group.
The Midnight.
Oh, they're pretty solid.
The Midnight.
Why did you go to a midnight show?
A buddy of mine came up from Birmingham, and he's a big fan and wanted me to go with him, and so I did.
Did you enjoy it?
It's fun. Yeah,
I saw.
I did. It wasn't mine. It wasn't my crowd. But,
Matt, do you know who Post Malone is?
Of course I do. He's got this nice grill with the shiny on.
Right when he was coming up, he had just hit big with his first album. He did a show at Marathon.
A lot of tats. Yeah.
My favorite concert I've ever been to.
Post Malone, good
Post
concert.
Malone at Marathon Music Works.
No country music whatsoever, was there?
No, this was his rap album.
Yeah, and now he's a country guy.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know. His rap was way better.
Money?
Ken beat me to it. Went to where the money was.
Yes, sir.
He's not stupid. Anyway, so, yes, The Midnight. I'm just thankful that I got it right. Anyway, no, Mike Wolf, yes, they're over there at Marathon. The music place is there. And Antique Anthropology used to be there. And Mike Wolf was in an accident with his wife. And I just want to send out good thoughts and good prayers to him and his family. It looks like Mike's going to be okay.
That's good.
The wife, the automobile crash, which happened in Columbia over the weekend, I think it was Friday afternoon, Wolf revealed that he and it's not his wife, it's his girlfriend. My apologies, girlfriend. His girlfriend, Letitia Klein, were involved in a car accident last evening in Columbia. He wrote this on his Instagram page, and it showed an image of his heavily damaged vintage blue vehicle on social media. Klein revealed on her own social media platform that her jaw hit the windshield, and it shattered the windshield and the jaw. So we're just thinking about those folks. Mike Wolf showed a photo of himself next to his girlfriend. She was in the hospital with surgery, broken jaw, broken ribs, sternum, collapsed lung, lots of swelling. So thoughts and prayers go out to Mike Wolf and his family. We'll get back to your calls momentarily. We'll continue the discussion about the tributes that are happening around the state and around the country for Charlie Kirk, to include a conversation with our own Chris Hand coming up at 6 o'clock to discuss the tribute happening in Murfreesboro. Right now, let's set our worries aside because at least we can all come together and recognize that there are bigger nincompoops than us in the world. It's time for Nincompoops in the News. It is time, ladies and germs. Matt Murphy, Ken Weaver, and young Jackson Williams offers you 3 nincompoop choices, and you get an opportunity to vote.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
Who won on Friday?
I don't know.
I won on Friday pretty handedly. Remember the surgeon and the nurse doing it?
Oh, yeah.
Mid-surgery?
Having relations.
Okay, so
having whoopee.
If you knew, why'd you ask me?
Because I wanted to hear you say it.
Oh, well, I legit had forgotten. So
Sure. Bet you remember the score of that Georgia game, though.
my 44-41 in overtime.
I remember a score like that.
See, Ken, you know when he does something like that, you know what we do?
What's that?
That.
Oh,
Kid, it's my least favorite thing that immature producers do on the and for 20-some years, every little producer that feels like he has a sense of power. Oh, I can turn off your microphone. Boop. I can turn off your microphone.
It bugs you, though.
It is.
Didn't hear you bark.
Horribly annoying. I didn't bark.
I heard. Did you see him start barking?
I
Ken?
like that's a nice hat. You got your camera on over there?
Yeah, this
Good.
thing really hurts.
Good.
I'm with you, fellas.
He just does the news.
I just do the news, boys.
Man, did those Temple Owls survive, Ken?
Ken hit him with a brick.
Hey, we're the Temple Woodpeckers.
He expanded his horizons.
Oh, maybe he did. Oh, boy. It's the Sooners versus the Tigers this week. Anyway, more on that later on in the week. Let's get to the Nincompoops. Jackson, per your instructions, you get to go first.
So we were talking about new age pop artists, correct? Just a few moments ago.
The Midnight, yes.
Are you familiar with Benson Boone?
I am not.
He is he's a pretty famous pop artist, and his cameraman was busted for public peeing spree. A cameraman touring with pop star Benson Boone was arrested yesterday for relieving himself on about $700 worth of clothing at a beachside shop in Florida. Investigators say Tyler Capehart, 39, entered the surf-style shop in Clearwater, Florida, Thursday afternoon and walked up to the retailer's second floor. Workers then observed Capehart via CCTV, standing between racks of clothing for an extended period of time. After Capehart walked away from the merchandise, a manager observed the clothing and floor to be soaked in urine. The clothing is unable to be sold, reported police, who added that the total property damaged was valued at $689.30. When subsequently confronted by police, Capehart, who appeared intoxicated, reportedly advised he consumed alcohol and smoked marijuana. As allegedly relieving himself in the store, Capehart advised he did not have any recollection of urinating on the clothing or the floor inside Surf Style. Pictured above, Capehart was busted for criminal mischief and disorderly intoxication misdemeanors, for which he was booked into the county jail after posting a $650 bond. The Georgia resident was released from custody this morning, a day before Boone's American Heart World Tour stops at Tampa's Benchmark International Arena.
I feel like you did this story because of the Georgia connection. I mean, that's just my feeling.
If I wanted to take a shot at you, I'd look at what football player got arrested this morning.
Well, I mean, maybe for excessive celebration after that incredible victory, 44-41.
Okay, we can call DUI excessive celebration.
I mean, did somebody get arrested?
No, but you weren't surprised.
Oh, that's like, whoa. Was he a starter? He wasn't a starter, was he?
It was Gunnar Stockton.
That's right. That's fine if they get arrested this week because they can get suspended this Saturday and be back for the Bama game. You know what we're doing this Saturday, right? Nothing. We're off.
Tennessee is going to open a biblical can of whoopee on UAB.
UAB's already they're already coached by the worst head coach in college football in Trent Dilfer. You know how many games Trent Dilfer has won on the road, Jackson, in his 3-year tenure with UAB?
1? 0. Oh.
He's never won a football game on the road. And he's won very few of them at home. And it's going to be
they are going to be so angry about what happened last week.
How many points y'all score against the Owls there, Weaver?
42.
42. You'll beat the 42, right?
We'll beat the 42 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
If we could put 21 up on y'all in the first quarter, what can we do to them?
That's true.
Yeah, but Coach Dilfer is shaping young men's minds.
Just like he did at Lipscomb.
You know, controversy and struggles build character.
For 3 years, Ken?
And we're going to see what getting beat 77-0 builds.
That's going to build something.
It's going to build their transfer portal class.
It's going to build some confidence that maybe this football thing is not for me, that I should go into construction.
Maybe I should study harder.
Here's my nincompoop. I'm just going to slide right here in the middle because I don't know if I have a winner but this was a listener-contributed Nincompoop,
It's going to be good.
which I absolutely love. A California woman is facing 6 years in prison for allegedly registering her dog to vote and casting mail-in ballots in 2 separate elections, at least one of which counted, according to the Orange County District Attorney's Office. Laura Lee Urex, 62, of Costa Mesa, California, was charged with 5 felonies, including perjury, procuring or offering a false and forged document to be filed, casting a ballot when not entitled to vote, and registering a non-existent person to vote. The dog's vote was successfully counted in the 2021 gubernatorial recall election, but was rejected by the time the 2022 primary rolled around. In 2024, Urex told the Orange County Registrar's Voters Office that she had registered her dog, Maya Jean Urex, little Maya Jean, she's a very cute dog, at the Registrar's Office. The Registrar of Voters then contacted the District Attorney's Office. On her social media, according to the District Attorney, Urex posted a picture of her dog wearing an I voted sticker and posted a ballot opposing her with a ballot in January of 2022. Another post from October of 2024 showed a photograph of Maya's dog tag and a vote by mail ballot with the caption, "Maya is still getting her ballot, even though the dog had previously passed away." So not only was she attempting to vote for her dog, she took the next step and attempted to vote for her dead dog.
Goodness.
And now she's going to have to go away for a while. The woman, Ms. Urex, claims that the entire situation, the entire ordeal was designed by her to demonstrate how wrong the voting procedures were in the state of California. I don't know that excuse is going to get her very far in a court of law. But one way or the other, Maya, a precious angel who is now in doggy heaven, Ms. Urex, is a nincompoop. Ken Weaver.
Woman accused of throwing rocks off apartment roof, biting and threatening to kill officers in Nashville.
Oh.
This apparently happened back on the 12th, boys. A woman is facing charges after she allegedly threw rocks from the roof of an apartment building. Then she threatened to kill the officers who arrested her. The affidavit says officers responded to an apartment complex in the 500 block of Lee Avenue for reports of a person with a weapon. Officers were also told that the suspect, who is referred to as Jane Doe, was throwing rocks from the pool area on the apartment's rooftop. When officers made it to the roof, Doe was the only person there, and when asked if she had seen anything, she said no, and that she was interior designing the lounge area. However, the affidavit states officers found it strange she was doing that in a bikini. The affidavit said officers asked if Doe had thrown anything from the rooftop. She denied it, but the 911 callers identified her as the culprit. Officers then tried to take Doe into custody, but she reportedly began resisting and said all she threw from the roof was a Michelob Ultra can. However, officers did see large rocks in the street below the rooftop area. When officers tried to put Doe in the back of the patrol car, she reportedly bit 2 of them in the forearm and a third in the thigh. She also reportedly attempted to bite a 4th officer. The affidavit said once officers were able to get her handcuffed and in the back seat, she then tried to break a window. After Doe was turned over to Davidson County Sheriff's Office personnel at the jail, she allegedly said she was going to remember the officers' faces and kill them. Well, for this incident, she was charged with 2 counts of assault on an officer, fear of bodily injury, 3 counts of assaulting law enforcement officer, offensive contact, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, resisting arrest, escape custody, and retaliation for a past action. I wonder why they didn't put her name in the affidavit.
I don't know. They're calling her Jane Doe?
Yeah, calling her Jane Doe.
I mean, maybe she's famous.
All she had was a bikini. Maybe she didn't have any ID.
Let's attach a famous name to this and try to get that rumor going. I bet it was Miranda Lambert.
I'm not touching that.
I bet it was Miranda Lambert. Why is that Post-it note on your Georgia Bulldog hat, Jackson? What does that say?
Go Vols.
Yuck. By the way, I'm getting holy hell because of the listener contribution story.
Yeah, that's a flag.
I mean,
just like there should have been a couple more on the Georgia Bulldogs, though. I guess we'll let it slide.
We're just gonna let those go.
Let those go. You know
what? Everybody's saying it's old news. It's been discussed on the station. I don't think we've used it as an Nincompoop story, though.
I don't recall it.
I don't recall it either, Ken. Thank you.
You know who I bet Chris Hand talked about it in the lightning round.
I have no doubt that he did. The lightning round?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I would say the lightning round is similar in nature to Nincompoops in the News.
Yes.
But it's a little more newsy.
It's more sophisticated.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's better than Nincompoops in the News.
He did it with us, though, when you were out.
I know, he's a good man. All right, you can vote for me or you can flag me. That's fine. You can vote for Jackson. You can vote for
Go
Ken
Vols.
Weaver. It is 5 until the top of the hour. One way or the other. We'll be back. Another hour to go on Super Talk.